Hello, guys. I just want to jump into this quickly here. So lately, I've noticed a lot of people comparing Islam to Christianity, and even though I don't I don't subscribe to any of them, like I said, I don't subscribe to any Abrahamic religions. I'm definitely way more in favor of Christianity than Islam, and I'm going to state the reasons and facts as to why. So number one, if you just compare, let's start with the founder of each religion, right? So if you're going to get into the ideology, any ideology, right, or philosophy you're going to get into, you're going to look at the founder, the creator, right, the leader. So let's take Jesus Christ, Yeshua Mashiach, and Muhammad, Nabi Muhammad, right, Prophet Muhammad. So if you just compare the two leaders, you'll see oh my God, a massive, massive difference. Okay. So just by comparing the two leaders, it's night and day. For example, Jesus was sinless. I mean, no humans ever claimed to be sinless. That's crazy. That itself is godly. And the Quran actually confirms that he was sinless, which is wild. Secondly, he was full of peace, no violence, performed miracles, prophecies, etc. He's very divine. Even though, like I said, I don't believe Jesus to be God, he was extremely divine, and the Quran actually confirms that. Well, not the divinity, but it does confirm that miracles, prophecies, etc. That he was basically divine, but not God. Now compare that to Muhammad. No miracles, no prophecies, was violent, was highly sexual, multiple wives. He took multiple wives, even from family members. He took a child named Aisha. She was 6 years old when he took her. Married, let's say even 9. Okay, even that's still extremely young. So he slaughtered anyone who didn't submit to his new religion, Islam, his way of life. Took over Medina. I mean, like I said, his moral character is absolutely appalling. If you, like I said, if you just compare him to Jesus, is what I mean. Even if you just study the character of Muhammad, like I said, his the moral character of Muhammad is appalling. Like I said, because he used extreme violence. He was highly sexual. You know what I mean? Basically, taking any woman he pleased, even children. Like I said, he was very supremacist, right? You don't submit to his way, his religion. You're out of there, right? I mean, like I said, and then there's nothing divine about him whatsoever. Nothing. Like I said, no miracles, no revelations. No prophecies. And the funny thing is, even his spiritual experiences, his supposed revelations that he claims he was experiencing, is extremely questionable. For example, right? Jesus had absolutely no doubt about his divinity or his spirituality, where Muhammad did. He used to meditate in a cave, man. This guy's a hermit. So he used to meditate in a cave for years. And finally, he claimed to have a revelation from a supposed angel named Gabriel. But here's the problem. So like I said, where are we going with Muhammad's here, his spirituality? So anyway, so even when he experienced his first supposed revelation from angel Gabriel, he was extremely terrified. He himself actually thought it was demonic. He was that terrified. It was one of his wives, Khadija, who had to convince him otherwise. And this is where the plan came into place. And every time he would encounter this angelic being Gabriel, he would literally foam at the mouth. This is one of the hadiths. I think it's Sahih Bukhari. And nowadays it's epileptic seizures. He would experience epileptic seizures. So that's definitely not an angelic. In every world religion you study, and there's no description of angelic beings that happening, those type of symptoms. Never. Especially if we're talking about the Abrahamic religions, Judaism and Christianity, when an angel appears to you, it's full of light, peace, love. None of that exists. There is no fear, terror, thinking it's a demon, etc. So, like I said, his wife had to convince him that he was actually a prophet of God. Rasulullah, Nabi Allah, min Allah, which is crap. So anyway, so he was deceived by his wife to believe he's a prophet. And then it snowballed from there, right? He started conquering all the neighboring cities and tribes. So he started building an army. He started conquering them, subjugating them, killing them, ordering the slaughter, ordering the killing of them, etc. And it goes on and on. And even upon his deathbed, Muhammad himself is quoted, and I believe in Sahih Bukhari, one of the hadiths, that he doesn't even know where he's going. He has no clue. He just like, inshallah, it's up to God. I have no clue. So who would put their faith and life into such a person? I find that absolutely ludicrous. How can you believe or put your faith in such an immoral person? Is absolute insanity to me. You are a lunatic. You need to check yourself in at the psych ward because you are mentally crazy, insane, not stable. So if you just base the character of Muhammad with versus Jesus, like I said, it's night and day. Jesus wins all day. And even in their religion, in the Quran, it is Isa, okay, Jesus, who was not killed, and it is Isa who's in heaven, bil Jannah, and it is Isa who's coming back on the final day. Okay? He's the one who's going to come back and be the King of Kings and slay the Antichrist, the Dajjal. So, I mean, it's wild to me that people can believe in this. Now, I understand the appeal of Islam because the way they wrap it up, oh no, we believe in all the prophets and we just believe in the one supreme God, Allah, and that's it. You know, if you believe in that, you're Muslim. That's an absolute bullshit. Islam is not just believing in God and the prophets. That is a lie. Islam is a whole culture. It's a whole culture rooted in Arab culture, specifically Arab paganism, Arab mythology. So now we're going to go into Islam, right? So if you actually study Islam itself, you will see it's heavily influenced by Arab mythology. Jinn come from Arab mythology. Kaaba, Arab mythology or culture, okay? So majority of the practices in Islam, Ramadan, etc., come from Arab mythology, okay? So because you will find no mention of these practices in Judaism or Christianity. There is no Kaaba, there is no Ramadan, there is no Jinn, etc. This is rooted in pre-Islamic Arab culture, paganism, okay, mythology. So that's number one. Islam itself is heavily influenced by and infused with Arab paganism and mythology. Kaaba itself is the most pagan thing in the world. That's why they literally have you bowing and praying to it 5 times a day. And one of the pillars of Islam is Hajj, meaning the pilgrimage. You have to. This is one of the pillars of Islam. To be a true Muslim, you have to go to Mecca, okay, where the Kaaba is located, okay? And you have to circle this thing 7 times and kiss the stone, a black stone. I mean, it's extreme. That's what Hindus do. Hindus literally do the same shit, which I have no problem with that. But, you know, these people will call Hindus idol worshippers, yet their practices are almost identical. It's phenomenal to me. It's amazing. So anyway, like I said, if you study Islam itself, the religion, the ideology, you'll see how heavily it is influenced by Arab culture and paganism. You will see how it is, what was the other one? How it is Arab colonialism under the disguise of religion. Because, like, for example, it is a religion that it prioritizes conquest and conversion. That is its number one priority, is to go on conquest, conquer, and convert the people. So Muhammad himself did that. He tried to conquer all the neighboring tribes and towns and peoples around him. And even after his death, all the caliphs, under Uthman, Abu Bakr, all of them, these guys went, they went on a crazy conquest and started conquering and converting all the surrounding nations. And in doing so, they would completely annihilate and destroy the native indigenous culture of that people and replace it with their own Arabic version. Hence why they got the Arabic names. You got to pray in Arabic. Arabic's the holy language. Saudi Arabia is the holy land. All the prophets come from the Middle East, nowhere else. Allah, he's the only God, the Arabic God. The clothing, the diet, etc., rooted in Arabic culture. So it is basically Arab colonialism, Arab supremacism under the disguise of religion. Okay, this is why conquest and conversion is number one priority for them. And why when you become Muslim, okay, generally you must drop your culture and identity to accept theirs. This is the root, the epitome of racism, supremacism. Okay, and then, one more thing. And lastly, their lies about the preservation of the Quran, the Hadith, etc. That is also some BS. First of all, let's do with the Quran. I'm going to go quick. So, the Quran itself. So, when Muhammad died, there was many recitations going around that area. Okay, and a lot of them were incorrect according to the Hadith, if you follow them. It was Khalif Uthman, so one of Muhammad's companions. So after Muhammad died, almost 25 years later, this one Khalif, this one leader, Uthman, decided to burn all the existing Qurans, because there was numerous Qurans in circulation, and create his one version. That's where they say the preservation comes. But they don't speak about prior to this one preserved Quran. There were numerous Qurans going around. This one guy, Khalif Uthman, not even Muhammad, decided to create his own version. Who gave him the authority? Secondly, even today, though, there are still multiple Qurans. There's the Warsh Quran. I forgot all the Qurans. Sorry, man. But there's about 7. I don't know how many exactly. Let's say up to 10 different Qurans, which are different readings. Qari'ats. They're different readings, different recitations with different meanings. Similar, but they are different. So even today, there's, I think, at least 10 different Qurans. Okay, so preservation, that's out of, and lastly, the Hadith, to be Muslim, Sunni Muslim, you have to believe in the Quran and the Hadith. It's not optional. It's mandatory. So anyway, so not just the Quran, but the Hadiths themselves, okay, where Muslims get all their practices from, how to pray, when to pray, etc. The Hadiths themselves don't show up till almost 200 years after Muhammad's death by people who didn't even live in that region, who didn't even know Muhammad, okay? And like I said, to be Muslim is not just to believe in God and believe in the Quran. No, okay? To be a real Muslim, a Sunni Muslim, a Sunnah, that's what it's Sunnah, you have to, it's Quran and the Hadith, which is the practices, again, all the practices, the main practices of Islam, fasting, how to pray, etc., come from the Hadith, not the Quran. So to be a true Muslim, if you're doing all these praying 5 times a day, going to masjid, doing Ramadan, fasting for Eid, etc., you obviously follow the Hadith and you must believe in them. So, and like I said, these books, and here's the crazy thing: not only these books don't even show up to almost 200 years after Muhammad's death later. Majority of the Hadiths are not even accepted. They're not Sahih, meaning true. Majority of the Hadiths Muslims claim are corrupted, are not authentic, are weak, da'if. Okay? They're not good. They're not sahih. Well, in Bil Arabi, strong is, Sa'ab. Is it Sa'ab? No, Sa'ab is hard. Qawi. So, Qawi is strong. The da'if is weak. I'm forgetting my Arabic, sorry. So, Qawi, but they say sahih, right? So anyway, even the Hadiths themselves, okay, majority of them are corrupted. Majority of Muslims do not believe in them all. They only believe in, I don't know, let's say 3 or 4 primarily ones, So that is crazy to me. So anyway, Islam is more than just worshiping God and accepting every spiritual person as a prophet. No. Okay, that's what makes me laugh. Islam is about worshiping one specific God, one Arabic God named Allah, okay? And you can even question his characteristics, okay? So that's what Islam really is, worshiping one Arabic God, not the actual creator, not your culture's version of God, okay? and it's following Arabic culture. All these practices are rooted in Arabic culture, Arabic names, etc. Okay, Arabic holy language, Arab holy, etc. So that's real Islam. Because unfortunately, the myth going around now is, basically the definition of being Muslim. Right? To be Muslim only means to worship in the one Creator and to accept all previous holy people, spiritual people, as prophets. That's it. You're Muslim. That's it. Say the Shahada and you're Muslim. Khalas. Bullshit. Okay? Lazy. Habibi lazy. That is a lie. To be a true Muslim, you have to basically follow and practice Arabic culture. Point blank, period. Look at Malaysia. They don't even have their own culture anymore. They are literally a mini Arab colony. They're Asians who think they're Arab. By their names, their dress, the way they talk, the way they use Arabic, it's hilarious. Bangladesh, not as bad. Pakistan, any of the stands, like they've basically lost their native identity and culture and basically become mini Arab clones. That's true Islam. All right? Because a lot of people, like I said, they don't know the true definition of being a Muslim. A real Muslim, real Islam, you know what I mean? Music is haram in Islam. Most people listen to music, rappers especially, who convert to Islam, black ones, it's hilarious. Music is completely forbidden in Islam. It is haram. So you can't drink, you can't smoke. Dogs, you like dogs? Because they're haram. So I can go on and on, buddy. People don't understand, man. Islam is way more, much deeper than what they present to you. Oh, just believe in God? No, okay? If that's the case, like I said, why would you be, you can be Sikh. Sikhs believe in the one almighty creator. You know what I mean? Why Baha'i believe in the one almighty creator. Rastafari. So there's many religions after Islam who believe in the one creator and accept all other messengers as prophets. So Islam is not unique in any way. You know what I mean? So don't be fooled by Judaism, which is pre-Islamic, where Islam gets majority of its teaching. Islam really is a combination of Judaism and Arab mythology, Arab paganism. That's really what it is, if you studied at its core. Because majority of it is rooted in Judaism, because the Arabs come from Ishmael, which is Abraham's son, and the Jews, the Yehudi, or Hudaya, they come from Isaac, which is also Abraham's son. So, not Muslims, Arabs. Arabs come from Ishmael. Non-Arab Muslims, you have nothing to do with that. And Jews, not all Jews, because there's people who convert to Judaism, come from Isaac. That's why they're cousins. And that's why their cultures are similar. But yeah. So that's really what it is. Judaism mixed with, infused with Arab culture, paganism, etc. It's basically Judaism 2.0 Arab version. All right, peace. That's long enough. Take care. Namaste, Namo Buddhaya, whatever works.